I am 80 years old, and I gave the best 40 years of my life to money, not to love, not to family, not to peace. And today, I want to tell you the price I paid, before you pay it too. My name doesn't matter. My face doesn't matter. What matters is my life. I have lived long enough to see dreams come true, and long enough to see what those dreams cost me. If you stay with me till the end, I won't teach you how to get rich. I will tell you something far more important. How not to wake up one day, realizing you won the race, but lost your life. Life story setup. When I was young, I believed life was simple. Work hard, earn more. Everything else will follow. I grew up watching people struggle. I saw my parents worry about bills. I promised myself I would never live like that. So when I was in my 20s, money became my direction. Not because I loved it, but because I feared being without it. I had dreams back then, not of luxury, but of safety, of respect, of finally being enough. I remember waking up early with fire in my chest. The world felt open. Time felt endless. I told myself, I will sacrifice now, so I can enjoy life later. Later felt responsible. Later felt smart. While my friends laughed, traveled, and fell in love, I stayed late at work.
Iskipad moments.
I postponed happiness. At first, it felt powerful. People praised my discipline. They called me driven. And that praise felt good. It made the long nights feel worth it. Years began to move faster. Months disappeared. Faces changed. I noticed fewer phone calls, fewer invitations, but more numbers in my bank account. I told myself this was the price of success. I told myself I would make it up one day. What I didn't know then is that life doesn't wait. Dreams don't pause. Love doesn't stay frozen. And time only moves in one direction. Mistakes I made. The first mistake I made was believing money could protect me from regret. I thought if I earned enough, every sacrifice would make sense one day. So I traded time for numbers on a screen. I missed quiet dinners. I missed long conversations. I missed being fully there. And the truth is, people noticed. They smiled less. They stopped asking. Eventually, they stopped waiting. The second mistake was choosing work over love. I had people who wanted nothing from me, except my presence. But I was always tired, always busy, always next time. I thought love was patient. I didn't know love also gets lonely. Some relationships faded slowly. Others ended suddenly. And when I finally had time, there was no one left to share it with. The third mistake was ignoring my body. I treated sleep like weakness, rest like laziness. I told myself I would fix my health later. But later came with pain. By the time I listened, my body had already paid the price. Money paid the hospital bills, but it could not undo the damage. The fourth mistake was measuring my worth by my success. Good months made me feel valuable. Bad months made me feel empty. I became a stranger to myself. I forgot who I was without my work. And the final mistake was believing I had time. I lived like tomorrow was promised, like I could always start living later. But life doesn't warn you. One day, you look back and realize the moments you skipped were the ones that mattered most. What I achieved. Yes, I achieved many things. From the outside, my life looked successful. I built a career people respected. I earned money that gave comfort and security. I won awards. I reached positions I once dreamed of. My name carried weight in certain rooms. And I won't pretend those things meant nothing. They mattered. They gave stability. They opened doors. But success is complicated. Because every achievement came with a quiet cost. Each promotion meant longer hours. Each raise meant more pressure. Each win demanded another sacrifice. I gained recognition, but slowly lost presence. I became someone people admired, but rarely truly knew. Still, achievement taught me something important. I learned discipline. I learned responsibility. I learned how much effort it takes to build something from nothing. Those lessons shaped me. They made me strong in ways I didn't see at the time. And later in life, they helped me survive loss, failure, and regret. What I finally achieved, far too late, was understanding. Understanding that success without balance is fragile. That money feels best when it supports life, not replaces it. My proudest achievement now is not what I earned, but what I finally stopped chasing. Peace became my promotion. Time became my luxury. Presence became my wealth. I learned that you can be ambitious and still be human, and that realization, though late, was still worth everything it took to learn. Deep life lessons. Let me leave you with the lessons. Life taught me the hard way, not from books, not from speeches, but from living and losing. The first lesson is this: money solves problems, but it never fills emptiness. You can be rich and still feel poor inside, because peace is not a purchase, it's a practice. Here is the second lesson. Time is more expensive than money. You can earn money again. You will never earn this moment back. The days you waste today will become the regrets you carry tomorrow. Third lesson. Love is spelled with presence. Not gifts, not promises, but showing up again and again. People don't remember what you bought them. They remember when you were there. The fourth lesson is painful. Your body keeps score. You can ignore it. You can push it. But one day it will collect the debt. Health is not a reward for success. It is the foundation of it. And the final lesson, the one I wish I learned early: life is happening now. Not after the promotion. Not after the money. Now. Waiting to live is the fastest way to miss life. So remember these words. Let them stay with you. Money fades. Time doesn't. Success without peace is failure. Love waits, but not forever. Your body remembers every sacrifice. And someday, now will be a memory. I learned these lessons late. You don't have to. If you are young and watching this, please listen carefully. Chase excellence, not exhaustion. Build success, but protect your soul. Call your parents. Spend time with people who love you. Rest without guilt. Don't wait for someday to live. Someday is fragile. You don't need to abandon ambition. Just don't let it abandon you. Live a life you won't have to apologize to. When your hair turns white. I am 80 now. Most of my life lives only in memories. Some warm, some painful. If I could go back, I wouldn't work less. I would live more. Time is not slow. It's fast and unforgiving. And one day, you will blink and realize how precious this moment was. Don't wait until my age to understand that. If this story touched your heart, write in the comments, "I will live better." And if you know someone who needs this message, please share it with them. Thank you for listening to An Old Man's Truth.